Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to teach you on how to solve basic percentage problems. So let's start. So what is 15% of 300? So we can just rewrite this as 300 times 0.15. We all know how to transform a percentage into decimal form. We're just going to move two decimal place, right? So let's do this. So what's the 300? What is the first? Let's move on sa 10% ng 300. So if we're going to do that, we're just going to move it in one decimal. So we get 30. And let's now find the 1% of 300. This is going to be 3. We're going to move it sa 2 decimal place. And then, ita times 5 natin siya. So para ma-reach natin yung 5% niya. So we get 15. So what we're going to do is just combine these things. We're going to combine the 10% and the 5%, which is equivalent to 30 and 15. So 30 plus 15 is going to be 45. And that's basically the answer for this problem. Okay, so if you didn't get it, let's just go to our second problem. So what is 20% of 500? As I said earlier, this is just the same as this thing. So we can just write it in our calculator, but if we're prohibited to do that, let's just do this. Okay, so 10% muna, and then ita times 2 natin siya so we can get the 24 cent. So this is the 24 cent of 500. And that's just basically it. So this is going to be 100. Now let's move on to our third problem. So what is 25% of 400? So as I said earlier, it is just the same as this thing. Okay, you can just type it in the calculator if you wanted to. But in this video, I'm just going to teach you on how to solve this manually. So 10% muna ang hanapin natin. So we're going to move one decimal place. And then now, ita times 2 natin siya. And so we can get the 24 cent. That will become 80. And now let's find the 1% of 400. So that's going to be 4. And then ita times 5 natin siya so we can get the 5%. So that's going to be 20. So combine it the equivalent value of 20% and 5%, we will get 100 again. Now let's move on to this. What is 23% of 800? So this is just the same as this thing. So first step, we're going to find the 10% first, right? So 10% muna. So move 1, so we get 80. And then it times 2 natin siya, the 24 cent. So we will get 16, which is 160. And then now let's find the 1% of it. So that's going to become 8. So the 3% is going to be 24. So that will become 160 plus 24. So what's the answer? So it's going to be 184. And that's the answer for this problem. Okay, now next. What is 17% of 900? So 900 multiplied by 0.17 if we're going to transform it into this decimal form. So now let's get this. So 10% muna is 90. And then we cannot multiply it by 2 because magiging 24 cent siya. So let's just move it to 1%. So it's going to be 9. And then ita times 7 natin siya. So we will get 19 divided by 54 or 63. 63, right? So we get this. So we can just add this. We can just add 90 plus 63. So 3 plus 0 is 3. 9 plus 6. What's the answer? So that's going to be 153. So that is the 17% of 900 is 153.